name's Rich Thomas. In the tattoo world, I'm known as Rich T. I've been in the tattoo business for over 20 years. Worked many years as a street shop tattooer. My wife and I own and operate Bickney Tattoo Supply. In addition, we have the Ohio Tattoo Museum. Tattooing is one of the few things that's still taught from one person to another and handed down. You know, and within that there's different traditions. So if we were speaking about Derb Morrison, he was taught by Tim Miller, who was taught by Marty Holcomb. Marty Holcomb was taught by Stoney Sinclair. So there's this lineage there of Columbus tattooers. You know, Tim taught him. Since then, Derb's worked with numerous guys. And I mean, you know, Derb's work, it stands tall. He's a fantastic artist. Quite a group of people have gone through his shops over the years, you know.
Yeah, this photo is actually from the last time I was down here at the Tattoo Museum, you know, with Rich T. And this is an old friend, Chris Faust, who he passed away recently. He's the original, one of the original editors of International Tattoo Arts. So this is the last time I was here. It was a way for me to express my individuality. It was a way for me at such a young age to kind of rebel a little bit at that time, which is not what it turned into as I got older.
He does True Tubes, and so he has that business, the Hell City conventions. I mean, it's like a franchise, you know.
I wasn't making the best decisions in tattoos back then. You know, you're so young and you're trying to be extreme with stuff, and you know, I had like suffer written across my throat at one point. I got a lot of stuff lasered off and covered up with, you know, with really nice artistic tattooing after that. Well, I think one, tattoo history is incredibly important. I was at the old museum years and years ago, and that was fascinating back then, and I knew that he had been working to expand it.
The museum started 99. It was just a small room in the back of my tattoo shop. It surrounded my drawing room basically, and then I had it displayed throughout the shop.
Coming here, I want to see, you know, all the new stuff that Rich has collected, the new, you know, location here, the new building, and it's amazing.
You know, so as the supply company grew, so did the museum, because we were able to dedicate more space to it. And then the most recent version is certainly the biggest, and that's when we did the Kickstarter. Halfway through, yes, I was nervous. I didn't think we were going to make our goal. If we don't get these special Kat Von D coils out today, all is lost.
Right. Yeah, get some some corporate sponsors. Yeah, there we go.
Naomi Fuller owns and operates Thrill Vulture Tattoo in Westerville, outside of Columbus, and had Naomi and Thrill Vulture not stepped up to the plate to do a fundraiser, and likewise Andy Johnson and the crew at Longstreet, we would not have made our goal without them doing the fundraisers that they did. Those are the ones that pushed us over the top.
I've had my shop for 20 years this year. I got tattooed in the 97. I got this portrait of my mom. I did at my shop, we had a fundraiser day where we did tattoos and raised a bunch of money, and so I was pretty invested. And I mean, I just think, you know, I love tattoos and I love history and Ohio, and I think all that stuff, you know, you should totally support it. So I guess like since Stoney is from Columbus and I'm also from the area, it's I guess pride really in the fact that we have somebody like that from our area. We get a lot of people come in the shop that have tattoos from him, and their stories are really interesting of the stuff from the shop. Tattooed dogs running around, and yeah. And he had like the counter where he tattooed like people over the counter, you know, where they would just put their arm on the counter and he would tattoo them. They didn't come like back behind the counter. Yeah, and he had like his little wheelchair that wasn't really a wheelchair that he kind of wheeled around in. And it's pretty amazing what everything that he did and the artwork that he made. The paintings are, it's really cool to see in person all that collection that Rich has.
I choose to pursue my profession with intelligence and skill, wishing not to offend anyone, but instead with my love of mankind to do what good I can before I die. Leonard L. St. Clair, tattooist of the old school since 1928.
Seems like something that's necessary to have.
That's a Columbus rat.
Yeah.
They don't have them kind of rats in San Francisco.
No.
Bring something back home that's a little unusual, you know?
That rat right there.
I'm a bit of an Ohio geek, and I'm one of those people that have been proud to be from the state for a long time, before it was cool.
Stacia's from the Ohio History Connection. She has like really cool Ohio pride tattoos. Her fella is Tony, that used to be one of the guys that organized the Hell City Tattoo Fest. So we kind of connected through Tony, who's known me for many years.
People see it, they're always like, oh, that's so cool. I have people who I work with that just think it's totally awesome. And then I ended up getting the flag and the carnation as a state flower, and so it's sort of now becoming my Ohio Pride sleeve. I was motivated to come down to the Ohio Tattoo Museum, partly personal and professional reasons. You know, I am into history, and so I enjoy supporting organizations like this particular museum. Maybe someone might not be interested in history or the state of Ohio in general, but they are really excited about tattooing. And so I think that a museum like this really opens up museums and history to a whole group of people that may not feel like what they see in a regular museum or in a history book reflects their own experience.
May I show you my chest piece?
Yeah.
It's a very old, no, this is an old body, so please forgive me. This
That
is
was your
only-
first ones?
Yeah, this is old.
Did you get out at the same time?
No, there
Oh,
was
okay.
weeks before. So what brings me here is my friendship with Rich and being interested in tattooing, having had a few tattoos myself. And I was a high school chemistry teacher, and all of the ink was above a short sleeve dress shirt with a tie on. But it never really became an issue. It fulfilled something on an emotional level. The process of picking out a piece of art, doing that, going and talking to the artist, making a decision about size, location, and then when that needle starts, that's still, it's almost an addictive process from the beginning. Those of us that are interested in the art form are very fortunate to have this in southeastern Ohio.
You know, it was a no-brainer that I knew I had to come and see this place, especially on the first day. Why not? His love for all things tattooing, and his love for Ohio tattooing, and just the fact that how much pride he takes in his collection, I knew that this would be something that, you know, not just the Ohio tattoo scene, but the entire country needs to see this place. Yeah, Rich is he's a big motivating factor, I think, for a lot of people to preserve what's going on, you know, and what happened so that these young guys could get to where they are now.
Welcome. What's up, brother? How's it going, man?
Good to see you.
Likewise. Looks amazing.
Thanks.
Looks
Hey,
fantastic, buddy.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Hi, how you doing? Hi.
You know,
Nice to see you.
tattooing has afforded me so many things, not the least of which would be, you know, friends that I can count on, but it's been a heartwarming experience doing the Kickstarter and stuff, and heartwarming to see that there's a desire among lots of tattooers, young and old, and in the middle, to see the history preserved in some place where it's displayed for the public. Jorma Kaukonen is, he's Jorma of Hot Tuna fame, and of course he was in Jefferson Airplane. Vanessa, his wife, said that he'll come and play your opening, and of course it was fantastic, you know. I guess I kind of put him on the spot, but he showed his Ed Hardy back piece that was done in 1977.
Let's see it. Come on. Come on. Let's see it.
The week that Elvis died.
All right, hold on. There we go. Don't try that at home.
Didn't hurt a bit.
It was really fun to see the jaws drop with the people in attendance, because I think some of the younger tattooers didn't know who he was. They certainly did after. I really didn't know what to expect, you know, so I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it all came off very well. People seemed to enjoy the food, so I thought it was just a huge success. You know, if that's where we start, we're doing good.